Good afternoon, everybody. Tuesday afternoon after a bank holiday. And what a weekend we had. It was a bit crazy. Really nice meeting lots of different people and meeting a few tanglers that I've not seen in a while before as well. So that was really lovely. But here we are, back to our tiles. 445 today. Sounds crazy when I say it quick like that, doesn't it? So what have I done? I've actually put a little bit of ink on. This is the colour cloud. It's a teal colour. And I've spritzed it with some water and I've thrown a bit of salt on it and let it dry. It's still a tiny little bit damp, so my pen might move a bit, but I don't really mind. We'll see how that works, shall we? So, okay, regular cream tile, bit of ink, and we're good to go. I have left it patchy on purpose because it's going to be a background. So sometimes it's nice to see what interesting effects you can get. So, okay, pen, pencil, tortillon, coloured pencils at the ready. And let's get going. I do have my ruler here, so I'm going to use a circle from that to get me started. But you can do it freehand. So I'm going to use this one here. So if I count this one like 1, 2, 3, 4 in. And it's not going to go in the middle. Slightly off to one edge. But not too far off. Alright, I'm going to put that in there. Okay, so I've got that going on there. So far so good. That's easy enough, isn't it? And please don't ever think that you've got to start completely with pen if you don't want to. You can do everything in pencil if you're happy with that. So let's do that. I'm going to stick with pencil for a moment because I just want to sort of get the size of things, and I can rub this out if I need to. So here I'm going to come up and put a loop on this top section there, like so. Okay. So far so good, happy with that, that's fine. And I want to put another one here, but I can make this one a bit longer because I've got a bit more space. Not too long, but it's there. Okay, so you see it's going in the same direction. And then another one sort of here. So let's put that one in. Okay, let's have a look. Yeah. Happy with that. So you can see they don't have to be the same size, and that's why I've put it off to one side for a bit. So now I can come in and draw those in with pen. So yeah, you can go straight in with pencil or pen, whatever you prefer to do. I know sometimes you like to prep it a little bit more. Okay, so that's that one. And along this one, up and around. So I've got that bit like a propeller, but not quite. If that was a propeller, it probably wouldn't work. Okay, so I'm going to bring another one off the top of this, like so. And notice there it's not quite touched, quite close though. And another one, again, quite close, like so. And same on the other two. So one coming around here. And then another one. Like that. And same on this one. So did we do anything nice on the bank holiday? Or did we have to stay in because it threw it down? Well, you can't have everything, I suppose, you know. Okay, so far so good. So I'm going to use my pencil again just for a moment. And because what I want to do is I want to sort of come from here. And I'm going to come around underneath and create another loop. Come back round. Let's have a look at that, you see. Let me draw that in pen then so you can see what I've done there. So I followed that circle shape around. Oh, hello, Nicholas. Seems 2 minutes since I last saw you. Hope you got home. Well, you got home safely, I gather, because you're not speaking to me now. So, you see? So it's gone underneath all of those. So let's have a look at doing it with the next one. And again, we can bring this in, look. Let's come around. Around and back in. See? And then, oh, Charlotte, I know sometimes life gets in the way, doesn't it? And that's fine. Don't think you've got to do every single one. Unless you really want to. They're there and they're not going anywhere. So tiles you can catch up any time. You know, you could do it over a series of days, you know. Fill them in as you go. And then this one. Oh, Pat. Hello, Pat. It's nice to see your name pop up. You were with me from the beginning. There you go. All right, so we've sort of got this little bit of a crossover going on. Yeah, okay, like that. So let's have a look at what else we seem to have here then. I've got some little gaps here. And I'm going to sort of fill it with some little lines. So there's a gap, look. There's a gap. Oh, Pat, that's good. And then there's a little gap. All right. So let's just zoom in a little bit. See? Little lines in those gaps. Okay, so whilst I'm sort of working on this, I'm going to come in with this, you know, the one that's just gone underneath. Oh, Maureen, I'm the same. I can't tell you how many craft kits I've got of various different projects. You see, I'm repeating what I've done on this one here that I want to catch up on. I've got about 8 quilt kits, I think, not including all that I want to do with my own fabric. There's just never enough hours in the day. Same with this one. Around. At least these don't take long. So that's a little bit of a blessing, isn't it? Okay. And now I thought I'd do lines for a change. You can do bubbles if you like. But sometimes, you know, you have to flick out your comfort zone just a little bit. Okay. You can revert back to type if you want, but I'm going to do lines today. So same sort of thing. There you go. Let me zoom out so you can see where got that. I have more in. They're usually all around the house. That's the problem. Now, sewing in the kitchen, drawing in the living room. There you are. So I'm just removing those pencil lines. I don't need them now, and it's nice to get rid of. A little bit of smudging there. But... okay, so we've got that. All right. Next little bit then. Again, I'm going to do this sort of first shape here, the first one we did. And I'm going to come on in and put like a little bit of a line in there. See, just sort of filling that side. Because again, I know, Lynn, again, lines. And that space there, I'm going to follow it all the way around, creating these lines. Okay. So it sort of picks off that first one, doesn't it? And then I'm going to do the same with this one. So again, I've picked that side, so I'm going to do that one there. Starting at that top edge, look, and then working my way round on a little curve that way. And then around this way too. Oh, is it coming round? As such. Going all the way down. Like. So that one really stands out now compared to the others, doesn't it? So this one as well. Again, choosing one side. Down we go. And then lines starting at that top edge. Coming round there. And then round this one. You see how it works its way sort of at an angle, so you turn your paper or your tile around so you can see what you're doing there. That's nice. So these ones going underneath, I'm going to do it this way because of course they're facing in a different direction. I'm not going to follow it down there. It's a bit too small. But again, lines. And let's put some down here. It's been a busy day today. It was a busy day yesterday. As of course John is on his way to America at the minute. So he's left us all to get on with it. And he's gone over there. to meet our products that we sent a little while back. And I've spent a few hours with Leslie today. She and I have been up to get my finger checked out. So as you know, I had a bit of an argument with a rotary cutter about 4 weeks ago now. And it seems that I've cut through the tendon on the top of my finger, which is why it's still badly swollen and a lot of pain from it up there. So at least it's not fell off, I suppose. I've still got it all there. Could be worse. But we just wanted to check it wasn't infected. But it'll sort itself out, I'm sure. Okay, so again, look, putting these little lines on. And give that first one a bit of direction then, a sense that it belongs. Look at that. Okay, it does look like it's moving a bit, doesn't it? Okay, I'm going to come in with pencil now for a moment. And I'm going to start, let's have a look. I've got a bit more space here, so I'm going to start here. And I'm going to put a line in, a bit of a curve. Okay. I'm going to put this in pen in a short while. Oh, I know, Viv. It's not the nicest. It'll make a good scar, won't it? And yeah, bit of a war wound. Okay, so I've got this line. I'm going to come in a little bit. Oh, Sue, yeah, it is. I mean, it's been 4 weeks now. Look, it's ridiculous. Yeah, but yeah, it's this bit here. Yeah, tendon doesn't work anymore. Okay, so I've got a line. It's good job I'm left-handed, isn't it? Okay, so let's put some lines going this way as well. You see? And I'm doing it in pencil because then that means I can go over everything that I've got there. And same here. Now, of course, if it goes off the page, that's okay. So, happy with that? Oh, it'll sort itself out at some point, Louise. It's just, hurts a bit. Right, let's put that in pen. Which is why, with it being quite red still, we thought we'd better go and get it checked out. So. There I was, sat in the waiting room, drawing, of course. There you are. See, following that shape round. You could always do this in a lighter colour, so it really sits in the background. Okay, we are. So then from there, we've got these little gaps in between. So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to create like it's going to sort of be like a leaf shape in between. See, let's put a little line in. You're only going to see a bit of them there. See, but I've not actually touched the line that I did. So let's put one in here. You'll perhaps see it a little bit better. So a bit of a leaf shape in between like that. So then one here, look, it's going to go underneath. And then here, along, and in we go, like that. So another one. Sort of follow the shape. Lynn, this is an 03. I do, here we go. You can't quite see it, definitely 03. I use my 03 more than anything. If I want some really fine detail, then a 2 is brilliant. And that'll give me that extra bit of detail. And a 5 I tend to use mostly for filling in. Or if I want to do, a little bit of an extra shade and I need it darker and thicker, I'll use a 5 for that. But no, for the most part, always a 3. Look at that. Okay, I'm going to do one here. So this time I'm going to come in with pen because I sort of know what I'm doing now. Well, you'd hope so, wouldn't you? And then that one's coming in here. So it's going to go under there, see? I'm saying, Leslie, we've had a road trip out today, haven't we? Yeah. There you go. Same on this one. So you see I'm following it through as before. I'm drawing up to the point. Sometimes if you do that and then come back down, you end up with a a little bit of a blob on the point and it doesn't go quite as much as you wanted it to there. So here we go, look, little leaf shape. I know, Leslie. Yeah. Yeah, we always have a laugh though, don't we, Leslie? When we head out somewhere. At least we got there. First time, we didn't get waylaid or anything. We ended up through a bit of an estate to get there, but but we got there, all in one piece. Okay, so all that you see, it's going to go behind, all right, like that. So let's have a look. Do I put one in? I could put one in here, and you see how it would go underneath that there. But if you're not sure, you could do it in pencil first, see? There you go, and that's sort of where it would sit. And then put your little lines in. See, that one's going to go in there. I don't need to draw that one. You see that one just sort of peek out there. And then back in with pen. And put in where those shapes are, or the bits you can see anyway. And down and up to the point, see? Go up to the point. You're going to get a better finish doing that way. And along and in. Well, speaking of adventures as well, Leslie and I, of course, are going to be at Stoke-on-Trent this weekend. Woohoo, on Saturday. If anybody is going and you think, do you know what, I'm going and I'm going to order such a thing, or I'm going to get such a thing while I'm there, could you actually drop me an email or give us a call and put your order in, and then we'll get it ready before we get there? Because, of course, John would normally be coming with me. But as so we'd be taking 2 cars. But as he's in America, or he will be, there's only going to be 1 car going down. So we just need to travel a little bit lighter. So if there's anything in particular you'd like to see or you want us to bring with us, then I say just let us know. And then we can make sure that happens. So I don't want to get there and you think, oh, we should have brought such and such, and we didn't know. Other than that, I'm sure we'll be fine. I'm leaving us 2, Leslie, to sort all the tech out, eh? We'll be fine. Okay, let's do one here. Part leaf. And then here. And up and round. You see that one's sort of going to wander into there anyway. Same with this one. And there. And one in there. It creates a sort of a different feel, doesn't it, with it? So let's have a look. So I've sort of got 4 in, and I think I'm going to sort of leave it there. We could completely fill the whole thing in, but being that I've got this lovely sort of background, you see, with this little bits of fleck in, it's nice, I think, sometimes to leave a little bit of that showing. So let's have a little look at any pencil marks, you know, as we did those little leaf shapes. Get rid of those. Oh, Pat, yes, you could do this on a postcard size. What I would do, if you're going to do that, because it's a little bit bigger than these, is I'd go with a bigger circle in the middle. You see, as we used this one, I'd perhaps go, which one did I use? That one. I'd perhaps go up to this one for a postcard and do it that way. That'd look lovely, wouldn't it? All right then. Oh, bit of rubber there. So let's get a bit of colour in here. I'm definitely going to be colouring in that centrepiece. Of course, getting all my blues. Okay. First of all, I'm going to sharpen my white a little bit. Maybe not. There we go. So, a bit of white first. Let's go in a bit. Now, I'm not going to colour all of it, of course. I'm going to put a bit of white on. I know you won't perhaps see that, but I think it's nice to sort of put your highlights in. I'm going to do these pieces, you know, the sort of the first ones, the ones I did the lines with. But putting a little bit at the top in place helps. So if I come in with, I'm going to come in. It's nice to do bits of changes and stuff, isn't it? Let's go in with the darkest first. What do I have here? Deep blue. So my deep blue first. I'm going to come around sort of part of the edge there. Okay. And then a little bit up this top edge here. I'm not particularly pressing on, but I'm just sort of putting my colour down so I can see where everything's going to go. See? And then, of course, this one here as well, a little bit here. It's going to go underneath there, look. Same here. This would look nice, actually, with the peach colours, you know, being that I've, you know, used it like a blue in the background. It'd be kind of nice. A little bit in the back there as well. Okay. Let's go down. Yeah, I do like the postcards. There's just that little bit more, isn't there? There's a little bit more of, go with dark sea blue now. A bit more space to actually work on. Sometimes these can be a little bit restrictive. But of course, in terms of time, these are perfect. They're great for working on little bits and pieces. You see, I'm working my way up and around, adding a little bit on as I go. And it's up down here, you see. Same with this one, up and around. A little bit in there. And in this one. Okay. So that was my dark sea blue. So if I come in now with my mid sea blue, or helps if I put a bit of the dark sea blue in that as well, doesn't it? There you go, a bit more. Next one. Into this one. Oh yeah, colour-wise, pencils, I'm using my regular ones, black barrel, see? But you could use any, you've got quite a choice now, haven't you? You've got the black edition, you've got these, or you've got the watercolours. So, it'd be nice in any. You see, not particularly being very neat, it's going to sort itself out, so. I can always come back and do another layer. Here we are. Okay, see where I've put a bit of white there. My summer sky. Summer sky. I mean, you can take a little bit longer over adding colour if you want to. But, you know, we're always on a bit of a not a deadline as such on this, but we want to get through it, don't we? And then my white again. There you go, you see? Alright. And then what I'm going to do is go back through the colours. So I've got my sort of my light blue. Let's do mid-sea blue again. So let's go around a little bit this time. Help to blend those colours together, you see? Same with this one. Now, if you wanted to colour the whole thing, go ahead, you can do that. I don't think you've got to do the same as me. But I'm picking out the sort of the main pieces that I want to highlight. And that's the way I'm going, so it's entirely up to you. You see, you know, you can keep adding layers as you go with this. So build them up. I say it would look nice in watercolour as well. You could do that. Okay, let's have a bit of my dark sea blue again. In with that. See how we sort of wander around circles, filling it all in, making it round. Oh, thank you, Leslie. Told you I'd prepped. I'd done it just in case we were going to be late. And to there. Go back to that darker one. Just sort of finish off with that one. Okay, and all the way around. And in there. Okay, we've got that going on. All right, regular pencil now. And I'm going to go along my stripes. Let's sort of go in a little bit so you can see what I'm doing. Okay, so around those stripe shapes there like this, and then around this one and this one, you see, like that. So this one looks going that way, so I'm going to do the same sort of thing that way, and that way. And being that I can see this one here, I'm going to add a little bit of pencil in there. So same thing with all of them. Around, pencil in as such, and then this one. See, that sort of easily works its way around. You've got space to do it. And then this one. Hi, Jane. I think you sent me a message, Jane. The answer was yes. I think I answered it in my head and then never got back to you. I'm sorry. But yes, you can swap your date. It's fine. If that wasn't you and I've got my messages mixed up, then ignore it. But I think it was. Okay? So I'm going to come in with just a little bit around the edges. Oh, sorry. Of these as well. Just along that bottom bit. Oh, yeah, no problem, Jane. See? And inside this one as well. So I've gone across there. In there. So I'm not worried about what's going on underneath it. It's giving me a little bit of sort of space there. Okay? So let's go out a little bit. Tortillon. And let's get that softened out a bit. Yeah, this weekend's sort of gone by in a blur. And then, of course, with it being a bank holiday yesterday, I thought it was Sunday all day yesterday. So, being Tuesday today, it's a bit of a shock. I'm sure quite a lot of us feel that way. It's like, what happened to the weekend? Oh, hi, Susan. But then the weekend, it went ever so quick, actually. We did have some fun. See? There we go. So, working my way around all of them. I mean, you can actually do more of this. You could do more of those leaves. Or you could do more of these little swirls. If you wanted to. Can vary it around a bit, make them bigger or smaller. Okay, and into that one, and that one's just sort of going around like so. Okay, this one. I don't know, sometimes I prefer, I think, to do the shading and then the colouring. I know this occasion I've done it the other way around. It doesn't matter, it's whatever you think is better. Oh, thank you, Susan. I've seen one of your pictures on the Facebook page, actually, and it's fabulous. They're really easy to work with, which is what I like about them. I wanted something that was easy for you all to work with. Fabulous colours. Okay, let's have a little look at where we're at then. There we go. So this, I can imagine this with little bits of holly and things in the background. It could look almost a bit Christmassy, couldn't it? But depends on what colours you're going to use, I think, and how you're going to work that. So we could keep going and we could keep adding and adding. I think I'm going to come in with a bit of white, you know, on the edge of those stripes there. And add a little bit of that whitey in those stripes. A little bit across there. I mean, you might be fine if you've not inked your tile, but because I've inked it, it's quite dark around those edges. And she's coming in with a little bit of pencil there. You can always go in with a bit of white there. Okay. Yeah, wouldn't it be quite a nice sort of, you know, red and green? It'd be a nice little Christmas sort of mistletoe thing. But, you know, for now, it's a little twirly design that looks really quite sweet, doesn't it? I think I'm going to come in, because I've not done bubbles, and I could put a few little bubbles in play. I think what I'll do is I'm going to leave a little highlight but fill them in black. You know, just give it a little bit, look at that, a bit of something different. See, just because you plan doesn't mean you can't change it if you want to. I'll have some extra bits and pieces around. Not many, just perhaps a couple little ones there, look. There we go. All right. So, bit of a signature. Let's have a look. I'm going to put it down there. And there's our tile done for the day. So, have a bit of fun with it. Enjoy. Try it on a dark tile with the new pencils. And let's see how that looks. But otherwise, go with what you want to do. And just enjoy it. So, okay, everybody, have a great afternoon. What's left of it, of course. And all being well, I'll catch you back here on Friday at 2 o'clock for our next tile. So have a good one and see you soon. Bye, everybody.